this week we're going to look at a few little cleaning tips. We're going to have a look through some different vans. I'll explain what this is if you've not seen it before on our channel. This is magic, literally magic. So we'll come to that in a minute. We'll have a look through some different vans. This is a new one in.
I was going to say, it's another Sprite.
2020. We've got a load of Sprites in there. And I think it's been aiming at that lightweight range vans. We said on Friday's video about sort of when you look at manufacturers now, there's not that many that are producing the lighter weight vans. There's not that many manufacturers left actually. There's only really Bailey, Swift and Adria. Am I missing somebody? Coachman. So, and then obviously you've got a couple of European manufacturers, but no, like Bailey do a few lightweight ones, but again not hugely over 1500 kilos. So if you've didn't see Friday's video, it was all going on about that in the top corner now, that link popping up. But yeah, this is a nice one. So cleaning your caravan, obviously a lot of people struggle with cleaning the roof, and a lot of people ask us what are the best products to actually use when cleaning the caravan, and there's no right or wrong answer. It's pretty much use what is best for you, use what you think is the best. But we're going to just cover a few different products and something that's going to make life a lot easier. And again, we'll have a look at a few different caravan sort of what you can use in different scenarios. So yeah, nice fun. It smells nice as well, that doesn't it?
Smells like Christmas, I was thinking.
Smells like Christmas.
Yeah.
It's Father Christmas's caravan, that one. So this is a magic sponge, and basically they call them magic erasers. So if you go on to Facebook, Amazon, we'll try and put a little link up, and these are really good, not so much on paintwork, but for your locker doors, for any plastic trims, for any sort of lights. You've got to be a little bit careful on the lights because it will go a bit too far and it can sort of dull the finish, and you'll end up polishing it with a T-cut and a polish. But any of these little plastic trims, any of your sort of little rails, so we've got scuffed up against something there, so we have to wet these, but let me just grab some water and I'll show you what it does with that little scuff there. So what this will do is actually, it's like a cutting, so it's like polishing basically, but for your plastic panels etc, any sort of scuffs or damage or anything like that, these are really good. They will literally just sort of cut away all the rubbish and clean things up. And also then it's the same thing if you've got so on our little white trim here where we've got sort of a bit of yellow and a bit of muck. Problem is I'm going to end up doing all of it now, aren't I? They'll clean up the majority of the white trims. So I've only done that quickly. Same with that little trim at the top there. You have to be careful when they're again against the bodywork, because you've got to be making sure that you're not damaging the paint, because this will rub the paint away. So you've got to be very careful. But if you look at that little bit there compared to that little bit there, so it's all yellow and horrible, this side then is just nice and clean. So a little bit of time, and these
will it work
brilliant.
on the grey if there's any sort of,
yeah, so as long as it's not like a painted finish,
yeah,
it will work.
Will it get that sort of that discoloration off or not?
Yeah, it did actually.
Oh yeah.
So you've just got to, on certain things you've got to test it and try it. Really good though for plastics. Plastics are the sort of thing that these are brilliant on. So if your little sort of cubby holes like that have gone yellow, these will bring them back up like new. So this one for instance,
no, that won't get any better than that.
Problem is, again, I'll end up doing all of it. It will still sort of have a yellowy tinge, and again then it depends how far and how long that you want to spend on doing it. But with a little bit of cleaner, And then the other thing that you can use as well is silky. So they do a Caravan silky, it's called, and it's like a paste. Now this Caravan silky with a magic sponge is like another level. So sometimes when they're far gone, it'll just bring them up nice and shiny and clean, but that is sort of discoloured, and I think it was probably a cream one originally, that, to be fair. I could have done with a white one. That sort of is the ideal one, but the problem is it's such a big area, and then I've got to do all of it. I'm trying to find something nice and small. But if you've got
that one on that sprite.
Yeah, that there. So this would have originally been white, and it's gone yellow. And again, you'll sort of see, just literally with a little bit of water, and then a little bit of doing over with this.
Oh yeah, you can see that coming off that one.
Yeah.
It wasn't on that other one.
No, I think that was
cream.
actually cream on the other one.
Just giving it a good clean.
Yeah. So you'll see the difference there, hopefully.
You can see, I think.
That area there that I've done has gone back white. So a little bit of that silky as well, and it makes it a lot easier with these. So all your little sort of locker doors, these covers, fridge vents, your awning inserts, even the if you've got sort of marks on the A-frame at the front, these will get all the little marks out. So if you've scraped it, say with the gas bottle, and you've got red paint marks all on there, these will get all of that stuff off of your panels, and it'll bring it up like brand new. You can use these then in your shower, you can use them in the sink. So it's just the only thing that you've got to be sort of a little bit careful on is your paintwork. Don't use it on your paintwork. And then if you're looking to then clean more of the outside, so you, as I say, if you're looking to clean the roof, the sides, the front and the back panels, what we want to be doing is obviously getting a good set of ladders, something really sturdy. Wet your roof up first, and then there's lots of different products out there that you can use, and there's no right or wrong one. It's literally what you're going to find is the best one. We've tended to find the Genichem auto truck wash with wax in it was really good. Quite expensive, but that would get everything all off there, and sort of giving it a wash off like that. And then if you're sort of thinking, right, actually I've given it a nice wash off now, it's all looking great, one of the snow foam ceramic coatings is probably one of the best things then, especially for the roof. Sort of spraying it over and then literally just letting it sit on there for 5-10 minutes and then spraying it back off again. And again, we used the Genichem snow foam. I'll go and find the box for it in a minute to show you which one that was. But again, there's so many different brands out there now, just finding one that sort of works best for you and what you like. But that's a really good thing, that sort of protecting your caravan with a ceramic coating, doing the roof as I say, and then making sure all your sides, front, back, everything is all done as well. That's going to save you a lot of time. So if we have sort of washed our caravan off, and the problem that we can then get is that the caravan still looks dull. It just looks sort of like it's not been washed. So whereas this Bailey, it's nice and shiny, that one there next door is nice and shiny. Sometimes the caravan is just dull. It sort of, it doesn't matter, a bit like that.
I was going to say those Swifts can go a bit dull, can't
that's
they?
a little bit dull.
This isn't too bad actually, but some of them can be quite dull.
Yeah, this isn't horrendous, but it's still duller than some of the others, and a good wash will make a difference. But what will go that extra step is using sort of a T-cut on there first, and it's literally not going to go absolutely crazy. If they're really bad, you can use a polisher, so the actual machine polisher. And if you've got an external 230-volt socket and you've got power into the caravan, you can then plug into your external 230 volt socket and you can use the machine polisher. Be very, very careful on the graphics, but literally a little bit of T-cut going all the way over on the sides, and you'll start to see the areas that you've done and what you haven't done, and it does make a big difference. Once you've T-cutted it, again, a good polish. So there's different Caravan polishes, but even what you use on your car is absolutely fine. And again, then it's just on your cloth. Read the instructions of what they're saying on the bottle. But again, do your sides. If your roof is really, really bad and you can get on and you can reach it, it's a good idea to do the roof. But realistically, with the roof, just a snow foam ceramic coating is fine. But do the ceramic coating obviously very, very last. Once you've T-cutted the sides up, polished it, then you can go over with the ceramic coating, and that's going to give you just an extra layer of protection on there. All of your lockers, as I say, go over with these. All of these wheel trims and everything, again, they're not painted, that's all plastic, so these are ideal. So a good sort of way just to protect the Caravan. Now is a good time to do it because again the weather's getting a little bit better, and what you'll tend to find is if you have got sort of dull bits on the Caravan and it's not looking the best, when the sun starts to hit it and it starts to sun damage the paintwork even more, it's just going to make it worse. So really, if we can get the Caravan sort of T-cutted and polished if it's looking a bit dull like this, it's just going to make it a lot easier sort of for next year and afterwards. And again, that ceramic coating then is just going to put a layer of sort of film on there so that the sun can't damage the bodywork and oxidise it like we've got there, and it'll just make it a lot easier in the future then. Obviously if your Caravan is already nice and shiny, just literally just going over the snow foam ceramic coating once you've washed it, that's just going to make it a lot easier. And again, once you've done all of these lockers, made them look nice, once you wash the side off and that sort of coats all those up with the snow foam ceramic coating, it's just going to prolong the life. Exactly the same. So if you've got a motorhome, no different. There's nothing. You've not got to go out and go, oh, I've got to buy all these special Caravan products. Just what you wash your car with. All the bodywork on the front of the motorhome, it's exactly the same as a normal vehicle, and then actually all the paintwork that's on the sides, etc. The only difference being is if it's fiberglass, the paint will just discolour, as I say, and the way to get it then back is that polish with the T-cut polish and then snow foam. I'm going to find our snow foam that we used, which was really good. We've had this for about 12 months, haven't we? Maybe a bit longer. This was the Genichem ceramic snow foam, and it was a ceramic coating, and literally would, once we'd coated the vans up, it would literally last us a good month or so, 2 months. How do you apply it? It's literally in a little spray bottle.
Oh, right.
So it'll tell you what the mix is. You didn't need to put much in, literally a little dab of this, fill the bottle up with water, pump it up, and then just coat the Caravan. Coat it all on the roof first, give it a couple of minutes, and then spray it off. It's exactly the same then with the front and back and sides. You need to, though, have made sure that you've give the Caravan a good clean and a good wash, and done all of our steps that we've just said about first, before you try and put the snow foam coating on there. If the Caravan's really clean and you sort of go, actually I can just give it a quick hose off and then coat it, then so be it. But if it is quite dirty and you've got black streaks like that, again, you're going to want to clean all of that off first, because that snow foam is literally going to put like a protective coating over what's there, so it's just going to lock all of those dirty streaks in. Again, those magic sponges on your Baileys, etc., if you've got plastic panels like that, you can use that all on those as well. So I'll try and find a link so you can buy some of those off the Amazon. You'll just have to have a look on Genichem for their ceramic snow foam. It might be slightly branded differently now, but they'll still do the same one. And yeah, hopefully if you're thinking about cleaning your Caravan, get it ready for the summer now, this has helped. Something else that I'd noticed the other day was speed limits as well. So motorhomes and caravans, you've got a slightly different speed limits, not so much for the motorhomes, but when you towing a caravan, 60 mile an hour is your speed limit. We've seen so many caravans come tearing past. Motorway, you can't use the third lane, you can only use the first and second lane, and it's 60 mile an hour. Single carriageways is 50 mile an hour, so even if it says national speed limit on a single carriageway, it's still 50 mile an hour. So just make sure that you're sticking to those speed limits and not getting caught out and getting speed limit tickets where you sort of thought, oh, I can do 60 down here, but actually you can only do 50, as I say, on a single carriageway. So just bear that in mind. Hopefully you've enjoyed this week's video. We'll see you next week, and yeah, we'll see you then. Thanks for watching on Mark at the Caravan Place.